such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is.
So you both arrived at a restaurant. What happened next?
I don't feel like I can press that one.
You might as well. I wonder if that's like on like a timer to fill, like how often the autosave is happening.
I think it is. I'm gonna press this just for curiosity.
Yeah. When in doubt, press everything.
He was unable to eat today. That was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hoda clinic, correct?
That's right.
Supposed to actually check with witness of answering.
Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
That's right, yes. The printing out there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events.
Exactly as it was left? I have another question on that picture. Why is the steak on the side of the professor's table?
I don't think it was. I just think that like they just took the picture of the table from like two different like angles.
I can pull up the picture real quick to show you. Yeah, exactly as it was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience. You have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
Okay, guy.
God damn it.
Oh, you okay?
Sorry, that voice is killing me, but I'm gonna keep it up. Now I know how Filthy Frank felt doing Filthy Frank. Now I just need a fucking jumpsuit.
Yeah. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right. Other than some carbonated water.
Just water?
Yes. The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each.
Just raised a glass of carbonated water.
What do you think, Ryunosuke, about the witness's last statement? What do you think?
I think it's nothing, because...
Sure.
I'm trying to remember, because...
Remember, you can open up the court record to double check.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, okay, the court record... Bringing anything but water, but does that count carbonated water?
There's something else you could also check here. Namely the photos.
Only one glass of carbonated water was on there. Yeah, only one glass in both pictures.
Oh, it totally is in front of the steak. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, as I said, yeah, he's in front of the steak.
Huh. So what do you think? Is it meaningful?
The thing is, it's meaningful, but it's also kind of a complete lie, so I don't know the correct answer.
Well, if it's a lie, then you can prove it to her by having her amend her testimony.
Oh.
Really? Alright then, if that's what you think.
Kazuma? Think it's significant in some way?
Well, perhaps. But let's do this your way.
Maybe I should press on the statement again.
Yes!
Press again. Because I already did this.
Yeah. General rule of thumb, when the game asks, like, do you think this is important, or, like, do you think it should be added to testimony, you should generally always say yes.
I figured, but sometimes I know these games can subvert you, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm seriously thinking about this, like, if I was an actual, like, you know, jury mother. Very meaningful.
So, yeah. So, basically, like, I'll just go and say, you are correct that it's a lie, but, like, you need to actually be able to, like, prove that to her, and, like, the way that you prove that to her is by presenting evidence on, like, this statement after it's added.
Yeah. That last statement of yours, Mr. Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing? I love how it freezes.
The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. Right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well. Miss Brett. Can you repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony? Gladly, she said.
That was brilliant, Cosima. I'm gonna remember that one.
Which one?
The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase.
I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. So yeah, the statement is now changed to reflect that the new information we've learned.
I see that.
Yeah.
While they professor and they got into an argument. Afterwards, he used to professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I want to present. I feel like I should also present something.
Oh, well, what can we present?
One of the two photographs, because they said both is over a glass of water, but wording here also says a glass of water, not each a glass of water.
Well, they say cheers, which implies that there were two.
Fair enough. Gotta check something quick.
I will say, you probably figured this out, but like those 5 little like symbols up at the top right, that's basically your health.
Okay, I figured as much as like if I get something wrong.
Then like you lose one of those, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna prevent something. Screw it.
Yeah.
I've got 5.
Yeah. So which of the two photos clearly shows the glass?
This one right here.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Yes!
Music stopped, which means I'm correct. That's it. Let me just confirm something, please. It's do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left.
That is correct, the lady says.
Well, that is, it's odd. Very odd. Hear me. What's odd is this defense's inability to express itself.
Ryunosuke, what is it about the bird that looks odd to you?
Obviously, it's the cheers. Cheers? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1.
Ah. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
Objection. Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutia? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Objection.
Minutiae, is that what you said?
Yes.
Minutiae? I don't know. Minutiae, you say? Could it be the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless.
There should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you gonna try and tell me you can clink with only 1?
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table.
Blah, blah, blah.
Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table.
What?
It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious.
Sorry. There. As I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. Must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. I could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray. That's absurd! Oh, really? So we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief?
That is a perfect quote out of context.
No, no, no. This can't be put down as mischief.
I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem she slipped it into a small handbag which she was carrying. Oh. A handbag, you say?
Handbag. Now this is new.
Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
The beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. There will be no logic in this courtroom.
Yes.
God. No more pretentious accusations. We've wasted enough time already.
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass.
I feel like there should be renegade options to interrupt, but I know that's not how court cases...
Yeah. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? What the fuck do you think?
I don't know, really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance.
Yes, you're right. Though she took the glass away in her handbag, there's a different significance there. It's the handbag.
Yes.
Obviously. Wait, lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes, you try to keep up. Alright, but explain to the court that all Englishwomen carry handbags for small items. Oh my god. The stereotype.
Small items, you say?
Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But, which we forgot to mention, was her handbag. In which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun.
You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
Can't seriously be suggesting. Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes.
Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder?
No, sir. I did not.
As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. No!
Order, order, order!
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The meaning of what, Prosecutor Algie?
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
You think so, Cosma?
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police.
That's just fucking damn.
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary.
Unnecessary in what way?
I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag.
It also shows a bull tattoo.
Does it?
Look at the guy's wrist.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a bull.
Is it a tattoo, though?
Right, it could be a mark.
Why never? You can see right through to the what's inside. That's a very shitty design for a handbag, then.
I mean, that's ancient handbags for you.
I guess. That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment.
Okay, it's meshwork, that explains a lot. Meshwork bags, most meshwork shit is seen.
I guess, but like, that's really fucking big, like, gaps in the mesh.
Yeah.
So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious.
Ah.
As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san.
God damn. Ah! My God.
Order! Order! Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency.
This guy's a... This is already an intense case? My God, this guy really is doing hard work to defend this woman.
He is. I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness, counsel. Well, shit. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed. There's only one logical conclusion. Pathetic rookie slumped over the bench for us as the only possible perpetrator of this crime. No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around, I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start.
Oof.
Asuma?
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it? Haha. I say you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat, but the strong eat. You are wasting your time. There's no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on your heart's content, from the inside of your cell. This can't be happening. I really couldn't be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit. Azuma. Dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Azuma.
What?
Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
You are the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph that the detective produced that we can contest. Are you sure about that?
I think there's...
Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. Very well, I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
Seems we'll be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smug little... Ryunosuke Naruhodo, having considered all the evidence placed before me, yes! I hereby find you...
Yes. Wait, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke?
I don't think you can rule on this case yet. This amateurishness is getting tedious. His Excellency deems that the trial is over, and gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom. Yes! Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now that means if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail I mean, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question. This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All that shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There could be no problem with this evidence.
You'd better know what you're doing, Ryunosuke. I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. However, I fail to see how I can glean any new information from this handbag.
Not the handbag. My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution has become tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. I feel like I could put my finger on it.
Very well, I will grant the defense one final opportunity.
What?
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
I sent that.
Do it. Do it.
Yes!
Look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist.
That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description.
Objection!
Objection! Hear me! I was pondering what this new piffle you'd come up with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag.
Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing, or coroner was also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report.
What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
Are you sure about that? The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However, as Prosecutor Ouchie points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff.
Oh damn, we're just letting her go?
She would like to know that she may be excused from the stand.
Oh, of course, dear lady. Can't hold you up any longer. Quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
What's your thinking on this, Greenhouse? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, it's all over. But I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, and hope that I might uncover something useful.
Yes, you're right.
I am?
If we could just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prise the shutting door back open again.
Just give up, Counsel. Can't possibly help to do that.
Indeed. I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence? Evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case? Then you would allow it? I would, yes. To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face.
Thank you, Cosma. Fucking thank you. I'm glad I noticed that. I noticed that too, because...
Alright, what color is there to drain? Good lord.
Well, I mean, the whole exclamation mark.
I know, I know.
Oh, you're making fun of how pasty white she fucking is.
Yes.
God, like, she kind of, like...
I'm sure that's makeup, but like, good lord.
When she puts on her face, her like eye mask and everything, she just looks like Haru from Persona 5 to me.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Really? I have to find something between that burden and the case. This is the moment of truth. Time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means.
So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.